What's good, y'all? Hit that like button and subscribe, because once again, you're locked in with the real one. Last time I covered Tiffany Henyard, I asked the million-dollar question: how many damn court dates does this woman have? And, better yet, how is she still boarding flights like she's on a luxury press tour? We just saw her posted up in Atlanta with lettuce, unbothered, like she's not drowning in over 50 lawsuits. My man pulled up in slides, giving beach party vibes. Meanwhile, the feds are clocking both of them, especially after that shady St. Patrick's Day money and that youth program that's faker than a dollar store, Gucci bag. But plot twist today was another day in court for Madam Supermayor. Huge. Salute to Carlton from Go Political, and major love to Kurt Marucci, the legend aka the super server. This man has served Tiffany not once, not twice, but 6 entire times. 6 at this point. I bet she jumps every time someone in a hoodie gets within 10 feet of her. Kurt is on her like Wi-Fi never disconnected. And once the FBI finally closes the case, baby, she's gonna wish court dates were her only problem. Because when they show up in black SUVs, that's lights out. No more IG lives, no more staged food giveaways, just concrete walls and commissary sheets. Yet somehow, she's still out here acting invincible. I got influence, I got power, ma'am. Your clout expired with that 95-5 vote. That's not a loss, that's a public dragging. Imagine being told to leave by nearly your entire town. If she walks into Walgreens, 9 out of 10 folks in line probably whisper, "There go Tiffany." Even the gas station guy likely cut her off at the pump. This isn't Power-Ritz delusion wrapped in a pink suit and taxpayer money. Now let's talk about Atlanta for a second. Rumor has it, Tiffany's been house hunting down there. And look, I ain't saying it's confirmed, but even if that's partially true, the audacity is insane. Girl, with what credit score? You think the FBI's just gonna let you sign off on a 6-bedroom mansion while they're building a RICO case? Sis, the moment she touches a closing document, agents gonna crash through the skylight like Mission Impossible. Real estate agents better start checking IDs twice, 'cause the feds might beat her to the open house. And honestly, if you want to watch her get arrested live, just keep your eyes on the Atlanta property records. She makes one wrong financial move, and it's over. But let's be real, she's not buying anything. Not with this much smoke trailing her like a busted tailpipe. Atlanta isn't some safe haven, it's still U.S. territory, baby. And people down south already know who she is. Her clownery reached Georgia months ago. She didn't just embarrass Dalton, she made herself a walking meme in every zip code. The wild part, none of this was supposed to go viral. It started in a quiet little town, just 20,000 folks who wanted decent leadership. But all it took was one headline, one wild clip, and boom, Tiffany Henyard is now America's most infamous mayor. So congrats, Tiff. You didn't just lose your job. You cemented yourself in the Hall of Shame. A living, breathing lesson in what happens when power, ego, and recklessness collide. First off, major shout out to Carlton over at Go Politico. I caught one of his recent drops, and who he had that premium footage locked in. Especially our boy Kurt, out here moving like a legal ninja, serving those court papers with sniper-level accuracy. That man does not play. I was gonna run the audio for y'all, but Kurt had some serious fire playing in the background. Copyrighted bangers that would have torched my monetization. So, nah. But still, Carlton, you crushed it. That's what real community journalism looks like. Raw, unfiltered, and laser-focused on the truth. Quick heads up, though, Carlton. I think the court date actually already went down today, not tomorrow. Easy mix-up, but we gotta stay sharp, because Tiffany, she lives for that one slip-up. She'll spin that thing into a whole circus. You know how she turns facts into fiction, plays the victim while ducking accountability, like Neo in the Matrix. So we've got to stay airtight with our receipts. This ain't no game of Uno, this is chess. And in this round, every move counts. Now let me say this loud, so there's no confusion. This drama is still boiling. I know some of y'all are in the comments, like, it's over, she's finished. But let's be clear, it's not over, till we see cuffs and flashbulbs. Until there's a mugshot, it's still a live wire. Tiffany's out here talking slick, walking free, and cutting shady deals like she still runs the show. She might have lost the office, but she hasn't lost that delusion of invincibility. And as long as she's still working behind closed doors, it ain't over. But that armor, it's cracking. She's already been voted outdone. Her reign is officially a wrap. No more mayor, no more staged power walks through village. Hall, she's just another civilian with a bad temper and a Wi-Fi connection. All that influence she used to brag about, gone. All those so-called allies, scattered. What's left? A shell of a persona trying to hold on to a title she no longer owns. Reality already yanked the crown, she just hasn't realized the throne's empty dot. And now, word is she's out here ducking court dates like they're spam calls. Look, Kyle, be real. I haven't seen the paperwork with my own eyes. But the whispers are getting louder, and they're coming from people who usually stay silent. And honestly, it tracks. This is peak Tiffany behavior. The type to treat a legal summons like it's a hair appointment, treasurable if the vibes are off. But here's the twist. That VIP energy fades fast in front of a judge. That's when the boss chick routine collapses like a house of cards. Because let's get one thing straight. This legal system has memory. Judges don't play. Prosecutors don't forget. You can only dance around court dates for so long before the hammer comes down. Keep playing cute, skipping hearings, and acting untouchable, and eventually, they stop knocking politely. They roll up with cuffs and warrants, and if that day hasn't come yet, somebody better start the countdown, because her grace period is evaporating fast. Let's not forget the destruction she left behind: financial chaos, damaged reputations, and small businesses crushed beneath her ego. And for what? So she could play pretend queen in a fantasy empire. So she could post filtered selfies while rewarding loyalty over actual skill. It's disgusting. Real people suffered while she built her throne out of taxpayer pain. This isn't just about politics anymore. This is about justice for every single person she bulldozed on her way to the top. She needs to face a judge, period. If she won't do it willingly, then the law needs to step in. No more passes, no more delays. It's time to pull up, slap the cuffs on, and drag her in. She's not a misunderstood leader. She's a liability who earned every bit of this downfall. No sympathy, no slap on the wrist. What she needs is a full serving of accountability. Real charges, real punishment. Because this isn't a political scandal anymore. It's personal, and the victims deserve closure. Let me be clear, I've been watching Tiffany Henyard's circus for over a year now. 18 months of lies, stunts, and power grabs. And no, this story isn't over. Not even close. Until there's a gavel slamming and legal consequences handed out. The clock's still ticking. Maybe one day there'll be a Netflix documentary. Or a Hulu expose, but trust me, she won't be cashing checks off it. No red carpet interviews. No tell-all books. Just a jumpsuit, a bunk, and a screen playing her own downfall. Big respect once again to Kurt the Super Server. That man's got tunnel vision when it comes to justice, and he's not missing a single beat. And shout out to Go Political for keeping the flames high and the pressure real. As of now, we still don't have solid proof if she actually showed up in court today, but we're watching every sneaky move, every quiet headline, every legal whisper. Because this drama isn't over, and we're not going anywhere.